Garbage accumulates on the planet Mars. Affectionate welcome to this new documentary. If it is the first time, I introduce myself. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison and I appreciate you decide to see this educational content, where we will learn about the impact of garbage on the surface of the planet Mars, with information, images and reflections that you should not miss. Let's start this new educational adventure, thanks to science and technology, from the perspective of an engineer. Let's start. Garbage, those wastes from multiple sources or origins that as a result of human development have increased and become more complex, due to the components and materials that these wastes have. Garbage is not only a daily part of human life on planet Earth. The garbage has already reached the category of space, due to the large amount of space debris in space and with greater concentration in the orbit of the planet Earth, where thousands of disused ships, parts, rocket fragments, among other waste, they constitute the first large landfill or garbage dump in space. But in recent years, apart from space debris, it is interplanetary, because as a result of the necessary space exploration, it has reached the planet where more robots than human beings have brought to its surface, the planet Mars, which has a significant amount of garbage as we will see below. But first, I ask you to support us by liking this video, sharing this video with your contacts, and subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, so with your support, we can continue to frequently generate interesting documentaries on aerospace technology and the universe. Thank you for contributing to the creation of educational content. The level of progress of a society is also measured by the amount of garbage it generates. Bringing robots to the surface of the planet Mars not only turns the robots into garbage at the end of their missions, but also waste is generated throughout the process with protective shields, parachutes, among other components. Materials that end up abandoned on the planet Mars and that constitute the first sign of human intervention. The most recent finding of human garbage on the planet Mars was announced by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States, NASA, in this publication of the rover Perseverance Explorer robot, where it says, "My team has spotted something unexpected. It's a piece of thermal blanket that they think may have come from my descent stage, the rocket-powered jet pack left for me on landing day in 2021. That shiny piece of aluminum foil is part of a thermal blanket, a material used to control temperature. It's a surprise to find this here. My descent stage crashed about 2 kilometers away. Did this piece land here after that, or was it blown away? Here is part of the JPL team that wrapped me in thermal blankets. Think of them as spaceship dressmakers. They work with sewing machines and other tools to join these unique materials." An unexpected encounter with the Perseverance rover's own debris, which it found while searching for signs of ancient microbial life on Mars, which is the main goal of this Perseverance mission. Multiple concerns and questions have immediately arisen. How did the sheet-shaped debris get to this region in Mars' JEZERO crater, about 2 kilometers from where the landing gear crashed into the Martian desert? The Perseverance rover touched down on Mars in February 2021. On its way down, the spacecraft holding the rover dropped a variety of instruments and objects, including a heat shield, a supersonic parachute, and a rocket-powered overhead crane that lowered the rover to the ground. Not surprisingly, the rover has now stumbled upon more debris upon landing. The Perseverance doesn't have much time to look at the garbage. It is now entering the prime of its mission as it explores a dry river delta some 3 billion years ago, which NASA planetary scientists suspect was filled with water. This delta is one of the best locations on Mars for the rover to search for signs of microscopic life in the past. NASA is not the only one that has generated garbage on Mars. Also, the Chinese agency recently joined with the waste from its exploration mission of the robot rover Zhurong. So far there have been 56 missions to Mars, of which only 26 have been successful, proof of the difficulty involved in reaching the red planet. Generating this various waste or garbage, which if we start from the dimension of the planet could be considered insignificant, in addition to being a totally inert world, this waste does not appear to do any damage or aggression to the planet. Let us also remember that in the end, no matter what material the human being manufactures, everything is made up of cosmic dust, and in the end, even in millions of years, or melted by the sun when it burns all the planets in its orbit, or sucked into some hole denied, In the end, everything ends up being recycled, and as the expression indicates, it comes from dust and it will become dust. What do you think of space debris on Mars? I will read your opinions in the comments of this video. As usual, we appreciate you informing us. It is a real pleasure to be able to provide you with the main news, trends and developments about the most important aspects of aerospace technology and the universe, from the perspective of an engineer. I am the Engineer Hiddekel Morrison, and I invite you to meet again in a future installment.